Yeah, I thought the first 3 innings of this game were key. And if you look at the box score, you know, you would kind of look at that and think that that was obviously something that didn't go our way. But I thought Roanoke came out, played really well, played with a lot of energy, played crisply. And offensively, for whatever reason, we weren't real sharp those first 3 innings. I thought, you know, we struggled with the pitch away. We didn't get in our zone as hitters. But Riley kept us in the game, you know, and without his best stuff. I mean, 7 innings, he didn't strike out a batter. So obviously he didn't, maybe his secondary stuff wasn't working great. But he battled, he competed, he kept us in the game, and our hitters were able to make adjustments, obviously the second time through the order. And I thought we did a good job. We stuck to our plan a little bit, being able to stay inside the baseball. I thought our situational baseball for the most part today was excellent. We got bunts down, we moved runners over. A couple instances we didn't get runners in, but that's, I think, the blueprint for having success here, obviously at this level, is going to be pitching, which we got, and defense, which was very underrated. I mean, we 24 outs were recorded outside of our pitchers today, and to only have 1 error with that, I thought was outstanding. I thought our infield defense was good. I thought our outfielders went and got the ball early when Riley was trying to settle in. You know, and they were just missing pitches. Even the first swing of the game, you know, the long fly ball to left field that our guy got a pretty good jump on, pretty good read on. So they had a chance to have more than a 1-0 lead after those 3 innings, and I think that because that didn't happen, that allowed us to settle in, stay with our plan, be a complete offensive team as far as hitting runs and bunts and those types of things. And you know, we came out on top. But I'm happy the way our guys competed again. I'm happy with their focus. Like I said, outside of the first 3 innings, I thought we were a little antsy, we were a little bit jumpy, but we were able to settle into the game and have some success.
Riley, coach said that you didn't have your best stuff, but you still went 7th innings, only gave up 2 hits. What was working for you today?
Yeah, I do agree. I didn't have my best stuff, wasn't as sharp, you know, as I have been in past outings and things like that. But I think, you know, it just came down to locating a fastball and, you know, trying to get ahead on guys as best I could. But I think that the located fastball was the big key today. Trying to play to the hitter's tendencies, getting them to, you know, pull a ball that they, you know, shouldn't pull, and kind of get them to roll over. But I think the located fastball was the key today for me.
Mark, I was going to say, what changed for you guys after that 3rd inning? You didn't have the offensive flowing. Then all of a sudden, every inning from the 4th on, you're putting up a crooked number.
I know. From the first 3 innings, we struggled with the pitch away, like Coach Mountain said. We made the adjustment going into that 4th inning, and being down, we've played from behind recently. We've had success with that. So I mean, we come out and we just tried to go deep and hit the gaps.
Mark, specifically to the contrast between your first at-bat and your 7th at-bat, right? It's hard to have a bigger contrast from popping out to the catcher to hitting the ball 415 feet.
I mean, just first at bat, he pitched me in, kind of got around the baseball, hands extended a little too much, a little over anxious to start the game. I mean, you step in that first at bat and you're trying to kill the ball. I mean, that's not the approach we take. I was a little anxious up there, and second at bat, I was more relaxed. After seeing a pitcher one time, you're ready to go. And I got ahead in the count, and second pitch, he left it over the plate and kind of paid for it.
So Riley, you've had a ton of work over the course of the past couple weeks, past 4 weeks. Is that a factor in not having your best stuff today?
I mean, I was on full rest, so this is, you know, obviously not, you know, something that would really take away from it, but, you know, sometimes heat of the moment, you get a little bit too much energy going, you know, kind of ramp up, you know, fall out of mechanics and your form a little bit. And I think the first 3 or 4 innings, I might have been out of my form a little bit, but I was able to adjust and kind of get back to it, and, you know, kind of make the best out of it as I could with that.
Nick Vento, WJ career hits record, Riley tied the career wins record, Derek Helbig single season home run record. What have those three seniors kind of meant to not only the success this year, but over the last couple of years?
Well, they've been invaluable. I think as a coach, you get a chance to see them grow. It's very, very, very satisfying, very gratifying. I mean, that's the best part of this, is seeing how guys change and develop from when they set foot on campus at 18 years old to when they leave at 22 years old. It's nice to have a small part of that. Obviously, being part of a program, I think, helps them along, but just the natural maturation of those guys has been phenomenal. They've evolved into great leaders. You know, it's tough to take on that type of a role when you're a freshman and sophomore. But as they've become upperclassmen, they've done a great job in both leading by example and vocally. And they're just, you know, we got, any of the coaches here would say it, you know, we have a lot of great guys. We have a lot of great men, and you know, it's not just because we're having success here. It's just a privilege to work with them on a daily basis.
Mark, you're a junior. You were nodding your head when Coach was talking about that. You grabbed the starting first base job towards the end of your sophomore season and haven't given it up. Just what kind of leadership role are you learning from those guys? And then what does that kind of help you set an example?
You just learn to never get too down or too up. When things are going well, hey, it's great. But when things are going not so well, it's okay too. And they kind of just pick everyone up, and they're there to help everyone. If it's not even on the baseball field, it's in the classroom. Some guys you could say, hey, can you help me with work or something? They're more than happy to. And then on the baseball field, it's no one's by themselves. Everyone's coming together. We're just a big family.
Question for the players quickly. Just kind of talk about being in this atmosphere, how much fun it is. You worked so hard to get here, and kind of experiencing now a couple of games in. Just talk about being at the College World Series, whoever wants to start here.
I mean, it's the highlight of my college career, in all honesty. I mean, I couldn't ask for a better finish here to my senior year at W&J. I mean, we're still hot, still going. You know, not over yet, but it's just been, you know, kind of a one-of-a-kind thing, and you know, something that I'm always going to reflect on, you know, as I get older and everything like that. It's always going to be a part of me. It's really awesome.
First appearance for W&J at the College World Series. I mean, this is a dream come true for all of us. And everything we do for our seniors and just our team in general. And this experience you can't compare it to anything else.
Coach, you've been in this position before in regional, where you're coming out with the only undefeated team in your bracket, knowing that they have to defeat you twice. How important was it going through that process in regional to prepare for this week?
Yeah, I think that's a great question. We're battle tested. You know, it hasn't been easy for us. Even going back to our conference tournament, which I feel our league, especially in the top half, is underrated. We were pushed and challenged in our conference tournament. We had to come through the bracket, the losers bracket there, and then obviously being tested with adversity against a phenomenal Cortland State program and going toe to toe with them. You know, them stealing one in game one and then having to rebound from a 3-0 deficit. So I think that's a message we try to keep telling our players. It's never going to be easy. All the teams are here for a reason. They're all great programs. They're all having great years. So nobody's going to roll over. You know, we're going to have to go and win games. Nobody's going to give us anything. But I think if things don't go our way, whether it be for an inning or a game or a day, I think we've proven we have the resiliency and things like that to bounce back from it. Sometimes it's a blessing in disguise when you don't rip through unblemished in your conference tournament or in the regional. Obviously, as a coach, you wish you could, but I think the way we got to this point can only help us from here on out.